Some people compare it to a dinosaur, and some say it is the most dangerous bird on Earth, with very strong legs that can jump up to 2 meters, and if you mix a turkey, a peacock, and a dinosaur, you get a bird called the cassowary. But wait, they are not that aggressive. Please stay with us to learn more about this bird. Unique animals can be found everywhere, but some of the most unique ones are only found in Australia, like the cassowary. This bird is only found in northern Australia and Papua New Guinea. It is like an ostrich that has changed over time because of its environment. Unlike other ostriches that live in deserts and grasslands, the cassowary lives in forests. This bird is known as the most dangerous bird in the world. When you look at its appearance, it can be a bit scary. It has a sharp and strong beak, angry and fierce eyes, a strange horn on its head, and most frightening of all, very powerful legs with dagger-like claws. The first ostriches appeared on Earth around 21 million years ago, and their fossils have been found in Namibia, Africa. These ostriches migrated from Africa to Asia, and since the continents were connected back then, they also made their way to Australia. Today, most ostriches live in Africa, followed by Australia, which includes emus. Asian ostriches became extinct about 25,000 years ago, so if you see ostriches elsewhere, they are usually brought from Africa. We don't have other Asian ostriches to see how they have evolved, but Australian ostriches include some emus and some cassowaries, though with significant differences. For example, in terms of size and weight, a cassowary is half the size of an ostrich. Emus, which live in the same area as cassowaries, are larger than cassowaries. An average cassowary weighs around 60 kilograms, while an African ostrich weighs about 130 kilograms. In terms of height, a cassowary is about half the size of an ostrich. For instance, the height of an ostrich's head can reach up to 2 meters and 75 centimeters, while a cassowary's height doesn't exceed 1 meter and 80 centimeters. The cassowary bird has evolved in an environment where it doesn't need to be tall or heavy. Instead, its strength lies in the dagger-like claws on its feet. These claws grow very sharp, up to 13 centimeters long, meaning each claw is like a 13-centimeter dagger. These dagger-like claws on its feet serve two important purposes for the bird: hunting and self-defense, and most importantly, for gathering fruits from the jungle floor. The bird breaks open the fruits with its claws and eats their flesh, using more than 90% of its claws for peeling fruits. When you look at an ostrich or emu, you might not think much of their legs. They seem rather ordinary. But when you see their cousin, the cassowary, it's a different story. The cassowary has muscular legs, and despite being half the size of an ostrich, its legs are much stronger. Don't assume that with these thick legs, it can't run fast. Sometimes it can reach speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour. The scariest thing about this bird is that when faced with a creature of its size, it can jump up to 2 meters high and plunge its dagger-like claws downward onto its prey. Cassowaries eat pretty much anything, but their main diet consists of jungle fruits. The majority of these fruits come from a type of Australian rainforest tree that cassowaries help spread. They eat the fruit, but the seed inside passes through their digestive system and gets expelled in their droppings. This seed then helps grow new trees. So, in a way, you could say the cassowary acts like a gardener, planting and eating its own food. Now, let's take a look at the cassowary's casque. When you look at the casque of this bird, you might think it has a bony and hard structure. However, it actually has a cartilaginous and flexible structure, not hard like bone. But this casque gives the bird a rough appearance, which intimidates potential threats and deters them from attacking. Another unique aspect of this creature is its vocalization, which sounds like that of dinosaurs. Although a bit quieter than other ostriches. Scientists believe this booming sound helps keep other animals away, establishing its territory in the jungle, much like a lion's roar in its domain. On the other hand, the booming sound also serves as a means for cassowaries to communicate with each other. Unfortunately, cassowary mothers are not good caregivers. They lay eggs, but abandon them and leave. Keeping the eggs warm, hatching them, and raising the chicks is the responsibility of the male cassowary, not the female. The male cassowary takes care of the chicks for about 9 months. What's interesting about cassowary chicks is that they are very playful, and their father spends time playing with them during these 9 months. When these chicks, raised by the male cassowary, are released into the jungle, if they encounter their mother, the mother cassowary knows exactly that these chicks are her own. However, despite this recognition, she may still engage in conflict with them and prevent them from entering her territory. The reason cassowaries are known to be dangerous is because they are extremely territorial and do not tolerate anyone entering their territory. Since scientists became familiar with this bird, they have had difficulty approaching it. Cassowaries always attack when approached, and when they attack, they usually aim to kill. It's remarkable that despite this aggressive behavior, cassowaries have only killed one person so far. One unethical behavior of cassowaries is that despite having sharp claws, if a human attacks them, they strike back with their beak and aiming for the head.
I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits. I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me.
The Australian government strongly protects the cassowary because it doesn't want their population to be endangered. In the wild, these birds typically live between 18 to 20 years, but those kept by humans can live up to 40 years. So, if you ever find yourself in the jungles of northern Australia or Papua New Guinea, be aware that the world's most dangerous bird lives there. By the way, if you're interested in learning about another one of Australia's most dangerous animals, the inland taipan, you can watch its video on channel.